chance to write his name in Huddersfield Town legend. And he takes that chance! The fairy tale season has the happiest ending!
Hey guys, how's it going? It is S2G and welcome to the first episode of the Huddersfield Road to Glory Career Mode series. I am beyond excited to get this series started off. A lot of you guys on this channel watching my videos have complained that I only do big teams. This is the time to prove you guys wrong. We are going to be trying to take Huddersfield, a newly promoted side, to hopefully Premier League glory, maybe even Champions League glory. It is going to take us a while, maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe even 5 seasons, but it's going to be an epic journey. If you guys are excited for this Road to Glory career mode, make sure you drop a like on this video. Let's smash out maybe 500 likes for the first episode of the series. I would be grateful to you guys if you guys did smash that like target, because 500 likes is actually crazy. And if you are new to this channel, make sure you subscribe for more career mode content. We are doing a Barcelona career mode as well on the channel, and obviously from now on this Huddersfield career mode as well. Right now I'm just setting up all the settings regarding this career mode. As you guys know, I only play on legendary and I'm setting the difficulty as legendary, so yeah, that's about it. Latest squads and all downloaded. Let's now have a look at the squad we have, the players we are going to be working with, and the players we might have to get rid of. So this is my initial impression looking at the squad. It's decent, but I don't think it's enough to compete in the Premier League, you know, to get mid-table. Obviously, avoiding relegation is the objective the board wants us to succeed at, but my objective is to finish mid-table, at least in the first season. Top half finish, I doubt, but maybe 11th, 12th, I think that's achievable. We've got Aaron Moy, he's probably going to be the star of the series, at least for the first season. He's very good. Mooney up front is another player that looks extremely talented. Thomas Ince down the wings is pretty good as well. And besides that, Jorgensen at the back looks good. Besides that, I don't see any super talented players in this squad, but we've got Billing in that CDM role on the bench and he looks pretty good. 67 rated, but he's got a good potential. We've got this Palmer guy who's 71 rated, but I believe he is on loan. He's got good potential as well and he'll definitely come in handy. The formation I'm looking to play with this side is this 4-2-3-1. Obviously we don't have super talented or creative players to play an attacking formation, and with the players I have, I think this is the best approach, because we will definitely have to grind out a lot of results and this formation will definitely help us doing so. As Aaron Moy, I said, is the star of this series, at least for the first season, I am probably going to use him in that cam role because I think he's very good. He's got a good long shot, he can pass the ball well, and he'll definitely help Mooney up front, so I think Aaron Moy will be in that position. We of course do need to make improvements, and what I'm thinking for improvements is definitely a left winger, because well, our current left winger isn't good enough. We definitely need someone that can go forward, score some goals, get some assists. So that is one target. Let me know in the comment section who should we sign. Also another centre midfielder, because I think we are lacking in that position. We definitely need another player in midfield, and also a centre back, because we don't really have a good backup centre back option. So those are the 3 signings I'm looking to make in this first transfer window as well. So if you guys have any suggestions, you know what to do. I read pretty much every single comment, so if you guys want to get involved in the series, just drop a comment and let me know. Also, if you're a Huddersfield fan, do let me know what players do you guys want me to keep at the club from this existing team. If you guys think any of these players are legends at the club, do let me know in the comment section. I need input from you Huddersfield fans as well, because yeah, that's pretty important. I want to keep this series as realistic as possible. Our objectives actually look pretty interesting. The youth development one looks like a one that is going to be tough to do. We've got to get one talented youngster, grow him by 5 overalls, and then give him a few games as well. The brand exposure one I think we should be able to complete without a problem, but the financial one, which is kind of a priority for us, reduce player wages by £44,000. That is going to be a difficult one. Domestic success, obviously avoid relegation and reach the round of 32 stage in the Emirates FA Cup. And another objective we have, which is a long-term one, within 2 seasons, we've got to finish mid-table. I'm hoping we can do it in the first season itself. It'll be difficult, but something that's returning to this Huddersfield career mode is the press conference feature. This is where you guys are going to be asking me questions regarding this series, maybe some kind of rumors, maybe IRL stuff. It's completely up to you guys, so go down in the comment section, drop in your press conference questions, and yeah, and I'll answer them in the upcoming episode. Now, some of the players that I think just aren't good enough for this Huddersfield side and I'm looking to get rid of them are here. A lot of these players are young and a few of them are old as well. The old players, obviously you guys know why I'm trying to get rid of, because they're on high wages, plus they're going to go down in their overall anyways. We don't really need Dean Whitehead, he's 35, so I guess it makes sense getting rid of him. The same with Craney, we've got 2 right backs already. Yes, one of them is on loan, but yeah, he's 30, so it makes sense getting the extra cash. That will definitely come in handy. We're not Barcelona in this series, we don't have unlimited funds. So yeah, also a lot of youngsters I'm trying to get rid of either by transfers or through loans. The players that I'm getting rid on loans are basically players I believe have some talent and could maybe come back and get the job done for us. And the players that I'm getting rid on transfers are players that I don't believe have the ability to succeed at Huddersfield. If you guys think I'm wrong, just let me know in the comment section. Let me know which player of those that I had in the transfer list we should keep. Anyways, regarding incoming transfers, we definitely need a new winger. And I'm scouting Alex Iwobi from Arsenal and Demaira Gray from Leicester City. I'm kind of looking to make transfers within the Premier League itself. Kind of keeps it realistic. I want to sign more English players as well. So any transfer suggestions, guys, are welcome. So make sure you leave them down in the comment section below. Alex Iwobi and Demaira Gray are the primary options for the winger position. But I'm not too sure if we have the money to bring them in, because those will be expensive transfers. And maybe we've got to bring them on loan, and I can't even decide between them. So I'm going to leave those two up to you guys. Which one of them should we sign? Let me know by dropping a comment. I'm pretty sure about which centre back and which centre midfielder I want to sign. Callum Chambers is the centre back I want to go for. I think we can get him for a reasonable rate, and I'm sure he's like 75 rated, maybe 74. He'll definitely be a good centre back option for us. Besides that, James Ward-Prowse, if we can manage to bring him in and maybe move Moy back to that CDM role, that would be absolutely insane. Imagine having someone as good as James Ward-Prowse in that cam role and Aaron Moy making those deep runs from behind and being the box-to-box midfielder that he is. That will be ridiculous. We are in a pre-season tournament obviously, so I'm going to be simulating all the games apart from the finals. That is if we do get into the finals. I will be moving forward with all those transfer deals in this episode itself, but right now I'm scouting those players because I don't want to pay an insane amount of money for them. So we'll wait and see what our scouts come back and say. Now I'm looking at some of the financial contracts we've offered our current players, and some of them are pretty interesting. This Palmer guy, Casey Palmer, he's on a loan, so I don't like player loans, man, because they're not going to be here next season, so it's very difficult to plan long term with them. So I'm not going to be having them as involved in my first team as much as I'll have the players that we own, so keep that in mind. Also, Mooney, this guy we do own, he is one of our own, and he has a release clause of just like 20 million, which is not good at all, guys. So we've got to improve that contract. So as soon as we have sorted all our transfers, I'm going to be offering him a new contract and tying him up for like 5 years with a release clause of like 40-50 million, because I don't want him going for cheap if he decides to leave. And again, this right back that we've got, who I don't want to even try and pronounce his name, the 22-year-old right back who is, I believe, Swiss, he's also on loan, which isn't good. And our keeper is also on loan. So next season, we've got to make some more transfers, which again is a lot of fun. We've got a lot of improvements to make in this Huddersfield side. Here we've got a transfer off of a Jonathan Hogg for like 3.8 million. He's our current captain. I know Smith is the actual captain of Huddersfield. Correct me if I'm wrong though, but I'm probably going to use that Swiss right back that we've got, Hader something. I don't even want to try and pronounce his name. So yeah, I think Smith's going to start on the bench, but he gives us good squad depth, and I think we will need that squad depth. Yes, we are playing only in the Premier League and all the cup competitions, but squad depth is always necessary, especially when injuries and all happen. I'm thinking about having a squad of like 22 or 23 players. I think that should be enough for the Premier League. I mean, if we were in the Champions League, I would love to have maybe 25 or 27 players. But yeah, now we can move on these transfers as we know the prices of these players. Now you guys have to make a decision here. Iwobi or Demaira Gray. Gray will be definitely cheaper. It has less wages as well, so I don't know, man. Alex Iwobi's got insane potential as well. Both are 21, so it's up to you guys to decide between that. For now, we're going to try and complete the deals of James Ward-Prowse and Callum Chambers. First off, let's begin negotiations with Southampton for James Ward-Prowse. I'm surprised that they don't have Southampton's manager in this game. That is a big surprise. Maybe they'll patch it or put him in an update. But first up, let's offer a transfer fee. Our budget is £28 million, which is decent. Wage budget of £82,000, so we've got to be careful of that. I was seeing if we had any players that we can use in a swap deal, but well, we don't really have the quality that Southampton would want. So I'm going with a transfer offer of £15 million. Ward-Prowse is valued at £13 million, so maybe 15 million is a fair fee, but I doubt they will accept that. So let us see what happens. And I'm surprised, guys. Southampton actually believe James Ward-Prowse is worth £15 million. Well, fair play then. We're going to get a talented youngster who's 78 rated, 22 years old for £15 million. That is actually crazy, guys, and I hope we can now sign Ward-Prowse. We've got to offer him a contract, and now it's time to begin negotiations with him and his agent. He wants a crucial squad role. Fair play, I'll definitely give him that. He's probably going to play every single Premier League game as well. Now, the contract length his agent and Ward-Prowse demand is 3 years, which, you know what, let me just say this. I would expect 5 years. In fact, not expect. Expect isn't the right word. I would have preferred 5 years because I would love to time to the club for as long as possible. But, you know what, we shouldn't be complaining because getting someone as good as James Ward-Prowse for 3 years is brilliant, and we can obviously try and renew his contract later on. So I think 3 years is still a good deal. No release clause. I didn't ask for the release clause. They didn't ask for it. So we're just going to move on because I don't want to have him joining one of the big teams because of a release clause in his contract. So now time for the contract stuff, and well, that bonus was way too much, man. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the signing bonus to 800,000. I'm going to keep the wages the way it were. I mean, the demands he suggested in the first place of £72,000. I'm going to agree to that. And yeah, the deal has now been closed. £72,000 per week and 800,000 as a signing bonus. Perfect. James Ward-Prowse is our first signing in this Huddersfield series, and what a signing this is as well. Now it's time for his reveal, and as you can see, he's going to be wearing the number 7 shirt, and he is being presented to the media, which is fantastic. Now time to have a look at some of his highlights at Southampton, and he seems like such a good player. He seems more like a deep line playmaker to me, at least from these highlights. At Huddersfield for us, he's going to be playing in a more advanced role, so hopefully he can show more of his, final instincts in the final third by getting some assists, maybe even some goals. I'm expecting that from him. It's a new role, but I'm sure he'll adjust to it. He seems extremely talented. His vision seems superb. His passing is insane. I think he's going to be brilliant for us this season. He's going to be occupying that cam role. I know I said that I would play Aaron Moy in that position, but I just see Moy as more of a CDM that gets forward, defends well for us, and yeah, I think Moy would be perfect in that role, whereas Ward-Prowse would be insane in that number 10 role, in that cam role. He's going to provide Mooney with so many good chances. And by the way, this Mooney guy up front, he's got, what, 84 potential if I'm not wrong. So he's going to be one of the big stars in this series alongside Aaron Moy and now James Ward-Prowse. Any of the other Huddersfield players worth mentioning, guys? I think Billing is one that's got really good talent. So we're going to keep an eye on him. We're going to use training on him and get him to a better overall. We are still yet to sell any of the players that we've put on the transfer list, which is very annoying. Not even a single offer has come for those players, which is super annoying. Hopefully we can get rid of them as soon as possible. Right now I'm simulating our first preseason game against Oostende. I think they're from the Pro League, but I'm not too sure. I think they are. I think they really are. We win that game 5-1, which is fantastic. I would love to get to the preseason tournament final, because winning that tournament will give us the extra money that could help us complete both the Callum Chambers deal, which is obviously a permanent transfer, and the loan deal for obviously the winger that you guys are going to decide. So let me know in the comment section. We get a transfer offer for Schindler. Again, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that name right, but I'm not going to be selling him because he's going to be either our third choice centre back or first choice centre back depending on form. So he's going to stay at the club for at least this season. Palmer scores a brace against Bardi, which is obviously brilliant. I would have loved to have him on a permanent basis, but he's obviously a loanee. One thing that bugs me this year in career mode, I don't know how to check which of my players are loanees and which of them have permanent contracts. If you guys know how to check that, drop a comment and let me know. It's really annoying because I don't have any idea right now which of my players are loanees. Obviously, I've done some research and I now know which of them are loanees, like my goalkeeper, my right back, and obviously Palmer. But if I hadn't done research, I would have had absolutely no idea which of them are loanees and which of them have a permanent deal. So if you guys know how to check that, drop a comment and let me know. We're going to try and sign Callum Chambers now. I think we've got enough money to complete this transfer, and we are negotiating with Arsene Wenger for, of course, Callum Chambers. So he's valued at £8 million. Can I get him under 10? I would love to do that, guys. So let's start off with £8 million for Callum Chambers and put in a sell-on clause of like 10%, because I doubt I'll be looking to sell Callum Chambers anytime soon. So maybe this would be a sensible deal to do, so that we have enough money left to bring in that winger we so desperately need. But Arsene Wenger's having none of it. He wants £10.2 million for Callum Chambers and no sell-on clause. I'm going to try and counter this with a transfer fee. Hopefully he doesn't storm out of the room. Let's counter with £9.5 million. I think it's a fair offer for Callum Chambers. What do you guys think? £9.5 million for Callum Chambers. Is that a fair offer? I really think it is, and Arsene Wenger thinks it as well, so fair play. We are probably going to sign Callum Chambers. We just have to negotiate with him for the contract, and then we can obviously have Callum Chambers at the club. So right now, let's begin negotiations with Callum Chambers from Arsenal, obviously, to join Huddersfield. I really want him at the club, guys. He's 75 rated. Having a good centre-back is crucial this year because, well, you guys know how difficult it is to defend. He wants a squad role of crucial. I'm going to give him that. He's probably going to be our centre-back pairing alongside Jorgensen, which will be perfect. I think they both are really good centre-backs. The agent suggests a 3-year deal, and I think I'm going to agree with it because, well, a 3-year contract is pretty good, and if he does end up being a top performer for us, we'll tie him up for a further 2 years, making it a 5-year contract. I am going to disregard release clause. Hopefully they don't demand a release clause, because I don't want something like the Neymar saga happening once again. So the wage demands of Callum Chambers is not that unreasonable, apart from that bonus. I mean, 2.2 million, are you crazy, man? Let's remove that bonus and just keep the signing bonus and decrease it to maybe £800,000. We'll keep the wage as it is, submit offer. Let's see what the agent and Callum Chambers thinks about this contract. £57,000 and a signing bonus of £800,000. This year, the signing bonus amounts are just crazy. So he does want a wage bump of £8,000 in comparison to his existing contract, which is £56,000. So £64,000 for Callum Chambers per week is pretty good. Signing bonus of £820,000. I thought of reducing it, but then I realized, you know what, it's a good contract. They're being reasonable, so let's just accept it and complete the Callum Chambers to Huddersfield deal. He's definitely going to help us take this club to the next level, because he could be our centre back for the next 5 or maybe more seasons. So we've now completed the signing of Callum Chambers. Time for his reveal. What shirt number is he gonna get? Let's have a look at that. Number 5 is the shirt number Callum Chambers is gonna get. And there you go, there's his presentation to the media. Those cutscenes, man, they're pretty cool. Now time for the player scout for Callum Chambers. And as you can see, some of his highlights look pretty good. He obviously played as a right back for Arsenal when he joined, then moved to the centre-back role, and he seems like a very good centre-back, guys. He's got a bit of pace, defending-wise good, physicality, he's got it all, man. So I think he's a fantastic signing. For now, let's get into our first game with Huddersfield. I am so excited to play our first game with Huddersfield, man. We've made some crazy improvements in this window. James Ward-Prowse is a fantastic signing, and for the price, even better. Callum Chambers as well is a great investment. We've strengthened our midfield and our defense, which is obviously perfect. We still need to sign that left winger because I'm not too convinced with Juan La Parra. He's got a pretty cool name though. But yeah, Demarai Gray or Alex Iwobi seem like the likely targets. But if you guys have any other suggestions as well, make sure to leave them down in the comment section below. For now, pre-season tournament final, a chance to get some extra cash. And this is the team that I've gone with for our first game with Huddersfield. All the big players are playing like Moy, Ward-Prowse. I'm not entirely sure how you pronounce Aaron's name, so I'm just going to call him Aaron for now. But this is a strong team. I'm hoping that we can win to get the extra cash. So let's just see how this Huddersfield team plays. Chance for Union Berlin. They've got the first attack of this game. Decent cross put in, easily dealt with by our right back, and now it's Thomas Ince. He's a very talented player. He's going to be big for us this season. Now James Ward-Prowse over the top, through ball into Mooney. Holds on to the ball well. Still Mooney. Finds Ince. Oh, the pass was there, but it's an interception from the Union Berlin defender. Here's Mooney. Ball played in behind into Thomas Ince. He's going to cut inside. Takes it wide again. Still him. Mooney with the finesse shot. Oh, blocked from the defender. Now it's Van La Parra. What is that control? He plays it back into Mooney, who gets the shot off, but I think it took a deflection and just lost all pace on it. It's half time, and well, the first half didn't really go well for us. We couldn't create any good chances against them because I think our formation was too defensive. So I'm making a slight change to the formation, pushing up the midfielders a bit forward, making them more of a central midfielder instead of CDMs. Let's see how this works out. Hopefully it's good enough to get us the win against Union Berlin. Now Mooney waits for Aaron Moy again. James Ward-Prowse. Back into Aaron Moy, who shoots and scores. It is Aaron who gets himself the goal against FC Union Berlin. I think that's their name. But anyways, good goal there from Aaron Moy. The driven shot with his left foot. I'm sure he's a right-footed player. So with his weak foot as well, that was a terrific finish from him. He's the star of this series, at least for this first season. And he's showing why. Our number 10 gets the goal, man. That was a terrific finish from him. James Ward-Prowse, our new signing, with the assist as well. Things are going well for us. Here's Ward-Prowse again. He's so good, man. Look at him go. James Ward-Prowse down the wings. He's low on stamina, but he's still going. James Ward-Prowse. I'm going to try and put in a cross, maybe far post, back post actually. That's a good cross. This winger we've got, Juan Laparra, he isn't good, man. We definitely need either Demaira Gray or Alex Iwobi because he is really average. Here we go again, Juan Laparra down the wings. Finds Ward-Prowse, now Aaron Moy. Let's go, another chance for us. I'm going to go for the shot. That's a brilliant shot, and what a goal from Aaron Moy. This guy is insane. He is the truth, guys. He's going to be the reason we are going to avoid relegation, maybe even finish mid-table. He is just insane, man. In the first episode itself, he's bagged a brace. Let's hope he can keep up this form. There you go, guys. We've won the pre-season tournament. It was a good performance from us, I'm not going to lie. Aaron Moy in the second half was game-changing. And I think changing that formation, pushing up our midfielders a bit forward certainly did help. And I think I'm going to stick with that, 4-4-1-1 with our two central midfielders a bit forward. And I think that's the reason we did win this game, because Aaron Moy was getting into those shooting positions and he had like 2 or 3 shots in this game and he scored 2 goals. He is just insane. We get the extra cash and hopefully that will be enough to bring in either Demaira Gray or obviously Alex Iwobi. What a way to kickstart this Huddersfield career mode. We've won the pre-season tournament, the European International Cup, and we've made about £4.5 million in total through prize money, which obviously gets added on to our transfer budget, which is crucial because we still need to sign that left winger or left midfielder. And yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. We'll have a look at our budget, but in the next episode we kick things off in the Premier League. Crystal Palace, Newcastle United and Southampton. Those games will be played in the next episode and I'm super excited to get the Premier League underway. I'm now getting some trainings on the likes of Mooney, Ward-Prowse, Billing, all getting some training. I'm really happy with the signings we've made so far. Ward-Prowse is a good signing, the same with Callum Chambers. Both of them have definitely improved the side. We still need to make more improvements and I definitely need your help regarding that. And obviously your transfer suggestions would be helpful. Keep in mind that we are on a tight budget. We can't sign the likes of Pogba and all those expensive players. So keep your transfer suggestions realistic. We get a transfer offer here for Joe Lolly, who I don't even know who he is. I'm just going to accept it because I think it's a decent offer. He will free up the wages. He's like on a £9,600 weekly wage. So he'll definitely free up the wages. But I don't know, man, I'm unable to sell any of the players that are on the transfer list, which is so annoying. Is this some kind of a glitch? Because I'm struggling to sell the players that I want to sell. I'm getting offers for players that I don't want to sell though, which again is so annoying. Like this Lowe guy, I don't want to sell him, Chris Lowe. I'm going to keep him at the club. He's a good left back, but I don't know, I just can't sell the players that I want to sell. If you guys have any suggestions for me to get rid of those players, let me know down in the comment section below. We'll try and do that in the next episode as well. We end the episode with a transfer budget of £2.3 million and 60,000 in our weekly wage budget. Hopefully we can bring in that left winger we need. Our team is now looking actually pretty good. I just think we are short of that left winger and then the team's looking good. And we definitely will be able to avoid relegation, maybe finish mid-table. Before we end this episode, you guys have to vote for your informed player from this episode itself. Your first nominee is Aaron Moy, who scored a brace in the pre-season tournament final. And your second nominee, James Ward-Prowse, for a couple assists. Vote by clicking the I button on the top right of the screen. That is it for the first episode. I'm excited for the second episode. Hopefully you guys are as well. Drop a like if you are and subscribe if you're new to this channel. And I'll see you guys very soon for another episode of this series.